Well, look how beautiful. I didn't realise how beautiful it was. Kind of like the weekend. I hope everyone's well. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Hugo, what did you get up to this weekend?
I found some wild garlic.
Oh!
Yep.
First of the season.
First of the season. And I made some Greek dolmades.
Yeah.
Using wild garlic leaves instead of vine leaves.
Beautiful.
Yeah, cooked with a bit of risotto rice. Not at all authentic, but it was tasty.
Nice. Exciting. Bryony, how was your weekend?
Yeah, nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get outside?
Well, I'm actually in the process of moving flat, so not really, but it was fine. It looked nice from the window.
Sunny. Beautiful. Lovely people. I hope you had a great weekend. A big welcome to Keep Cooking Daily. And this is, I'm sorry to say it, our last week. We've got just 5 more recipes. This is the final countdown. Today's recipe, by the way, I'm giving you a sneak preview of tonight's Keep Cooking Family Favorites on Channel 4 at 8:30. We're going to make beautiful, unbelievable avocado hollandaise, an absolute joy of a recipe. This is indulgent. This is special. It's so lovely, and it's kind of, at the same time, really quick, easy, and accessible. I can't wait to show it to you. It's from Jamie's book, which is why we've got kind of the matching 7 ways, the matching t-shirt, and yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Now, as we always do, I'm going to wait a few minutes to let a few other lovely people join. But I'm Jack. If you haven't met me before, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome to Keep Cooking Daily. I'm the head chef of Jamie's Cookery School. And yeah, we've been doing Keep Cooking Daily for 7 weeks now. This is our 8th week, and it's our last week, I'm afraid to say. And we have 5 stonkingly good recipes for you. Really, we do. It's such a great menu. With me today, I've got Gordon, our giraffe. Big fan of Gordon. He's become a real staple in the kitchen. He's my little mascot, or our little mascot at Keep Cooking Daily. And yeah, he's quite a character. He's good fun. He's good fun. I've also got Hugo with me. Hello, Hugo.
Hello, Jack.
Are you excited for today's dish?
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
So good. We had a little bit of a test this morning, and it's just outrageous. I love it. So many good things to say about it. Stay tuned. It's a good one. And I've also got Bryony with me today. Hello, Bryony.
Hi.
Last week, are you sad?
I am sad.
End of an era. End of an era.
Never say never, though, Jack. Who knows what will happen?
Guys, do let us know in the comments what your favourite, I'd love to hear what your favourite Keep Cooking Daily recipe has been, or kind of the moment, that what tip or trick or what moment gave you the best inspiration, or did you repeat in the kitchen? That's what these cook-ups have been about. Yes, recipes, but also principles and ideas and techniques and tips and tricks and just a bit of inspiration. So if there's anything that we've been doing here over the last 8 weeks that you've done at home, let us know about it. We'd really love to see. Today, as I say, we're going to make a beautiful avocado hollandaise with some cod and some asparagus. It's a delicious, delicious thing. And yeah, a few other things to talk about. What do we have to talk about today? We've got a beautiful discount code just for you lovely people for the Jamie Oliver Cookery School. I'm the head chef of the school. At the moment, all of our classes are online. And back in August, we turned our school from in-person to online, August last year. And it was an experiment at first to see how we could do. And you know what? It's just blossomed and bloomed and turned into a fully fledged, full-time, full-on business that has really kind of taken us by surprise about how effective it is and how much detail and how much depth you can teach online. They're really lovely experiences. I did 8 lessons over the weekend, 8 lessons. So we taught 240 people, 16 hours of teaching. And we taught things like Mexican, Spanish, knife skills, bread skills, pasta making, did some Vietnamese, did some Thai, a whole load of stuff just in 2 days. But guys, if you haven't checked out the online school, give it a go, have a look. And if you aren't sure, if you want to give us a go, look, we've got a discount code, which I'll keep repeating today, but it's called Keep Cooking Daily. If you go online, if you go onto our online classes and you type in Keep Cooking Daily, you'll get a whopping 30% off any online class, which is a wonderful thing. And they really are great. There's a real raw grittiness to them. And we teach a whole load in every 2-hour class. I'm really excited about them. I love the school. I can't wait for in-person to start again. But online is a thing for the future, and we love it. Now, Bryony, how are we doing with numbers?
I think the Facebook notification for the live has been a bit delayed for a minute, but
That's all
so
right.
if we could just give one more minute, Jack. But how about we give some shout outs, because we've got people tuning in from all over the world.
Love that.
Monique says good morning from Canada.
Hey, Monique.
Ola says hello from Barcelona.
Ola.
Helena says good afternoon from Nigeria.
Afternoon, Helen.
We've got Sabrina tuning in from Brazil. Hannah says ciao from Italy.
Ciao.
Teresa says good morning from Canada. She says good morning to Jack, Bryony, Hugo, and Gordon. Can't forget Gordon.
Don't forget Gordon.
We've got Marites joining from the Philippines, Judy from Sydney in Australia, Christina from Romania.
Wow.
But yeah, all over the world.
What a global, oh, that's so kind. A global audience. Guys, wherever it is, whatever time it is on your end, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, just thank you. Thank you. And guys, yeah, do let us know in the comments what your favorite recipe or what you've loved most about Keep Cooking Daily. Let us know. It would be really interesting to see your thoughts. And as I say, thank you for joining us.
I feel like I've just sparked everyone now commenting saying where they're from. So if we
Yeah.
could just give a few more shout outs and then
Let's
good
do
to
it.
go, Jack.
Absolutely, of course.
So Rocco says good morning from Peru. Jeanette says good morning from Australia. Billy says hello from Binny and Danny the dog in Devon. Helena says hello from Chichester.
Hey.
Sandra says hello from North Yorkshire.
Whee.
Marlene says hello from Indonesia. Mary says good morning from Florida. Reilly says hello from Estonia. Ruth says good morning from Las Vegas. And yeah, I could keep going. Oh, and Sharon says happy St. David's Day from Wales.
Happy St. David's Day. Lovely people. It's so great that you're joining us. Thank you. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Hugo, how are you?
Very good, thank you, Jack. Yeah, very good.
May I ask a favour from you?
Yes.
May I have an egg, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Brian, so were you going to say something, or you?
No, I was just going to say we've got a good number now, Jack. So ready
Yeah.
to go when you are.
Super, fantastic. Well, look, let me just tie up my shoelaces and welcome everyone. If you are just joining us, happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. If the weather with you is like it is with me, what a beautiful, glorious day. And today, this is a great Monday recipe, I think, because it's quick, it's easy, it's accessible, but there's a luxury to it. There's a specialness to it. There's an indulgence to it. We are making hollandaise sauce. Have you made hollandaise sauce before? Let us know in the comments. But this one, there's no worry, there's no fret. It's really simple, easy, and accessible, and it's healthier because with the base of it is going to be this wonderful avocado. Do you make much hollandaise, Hugo, at home?
Every now and then, as a treat, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the issue I have with hollandaise, which this recipe solves, is the time it takes. You know, clarifying the butter, cooking it over a bain-marie. It's a lot of washing up. It's a lot of time. It's worth it. You know, it's a delicious thing to make. But yeah, this guy is even simpler.
Look at that. This really is that simple. Avocado hollandaise is what's on the menu with asparagus and cod as well. It's a great thing to know. Hollandaise, it can be a challenging thing. As Sugar says, it can take time. This takes the risk out of it. It makes it healthier. It makes it easier, quicker, more accessible. It's great. I'm really excited to show this to you. And you know what? Let's start. The first thing I want to do is talk about the flavoring of the hollandaise. Okay, so ordinarily in a hollandaise, you'd kind of create this vinegar solution or acidic solution with shallots, with red wine vinegar or white wine vinegar or sherry vinegar or perhaps with a bit of lemon. Today, let's go for this one. Today, we're going to be using spring onion, and I'm going to be using the tops of the spring onion. These two tops, the two tips, they're often thrown away, and I'm just going to give these a kind of fine slice, nice and fine, and these are going to give us a nice perfume sweetness. Spring onion, as I'm sure you know, it's kind of it's nice and chivy, nice and peppery. I love it. And this is going to be where, in this pan just here, we're going to make a nice kind of flavored vinegar solution. So I've got spring onion, the tips of 2 spring onions. I've got a teaspoon of red wine vinegar. You could use white wine vinegar. And I'm going to go in with the juice of half a lemon. So we're going with kind of classic hollandaise flavors, really. But the difference, the key difference, is that we're using avocado as our base, which gives a wonderful indulgence and luxury feel. Plus, we're using a blender or some sort of kind of processor to blend it together. And that kind of reduces the risk. It reduces the risk and as well as the time in this dish. So the first thing that you need to do is add your tips of 2 spring onions, about a teaspoon of red wine vinegar, half a lemon into a pan. I've added a couple of 100 milliliters of water, about 200 milliliters of water, and I'm turning it onto a high heat. And all I'm trying to do here is extract flavor from the spring onion. That's it. I'm going to bring it up to the heat. Once it hits the heat, we're done. Meanwhile, we can look at the rest, the body, the bulk, the base of our hollandaise, and that is going to come from egg yolk, and it's going to come from our avocado as well. Super duper. So look, if you're just joining us, avocado hollandaise is on the menu with asparagus as well as fish. And this hollandaise, if you're worried about hollandaise, if you're scared about it, if you're nervous about it, if you've never tried it, this is the recipe for you, because it's just so simple and it's so quick, and that risk is taken away. So let's start with, excuse me, Gordon, let's move you out of the way. Let's start with 1 egg yolk straight into here. I'm going to need a little, here you'll do. I'm going to reserve the egg white for later on. 1 egg yolk is going to kind of give us a bit of extra flavor, bit of extra creaminess. In we go, just there. I find the best way to separate eggs and egg yolks and whites is to use my hands. So do you have a tip in terms of separating eggs? How do you do it?
If you're doing other jobs as well in the recipe, if you're, watching something over a pan and you want to keep your hands clean, you can also just pass the yolk between both shells. That helps as well. And kind of the sharp edge of the yolk, the sharp edge of the shell helps cut a bit of the white out as well.
Very nice, very nice. So look, we've got 1 egg yolk and we've got 1 beautifully creamy avocado. I love it. Hey, there's a unparalleled joy when you get an avocado that's as perfect looking as this one. Isn't that right? I'm going to use a spoon just to nick out that little seed. There it goes. And I'm going to use a spoon to get all this lovely, flavoursome, rich, indulgent, tasty fat and avocado from the skin into here. Super. So usually with a hollandaise, we'll be using egg yolk and we'll be using clarified butter. So obviously it can be quite an indulgent recipe that can take time, as we've said. This way is so much quicker. Egg yolk, we're using the fat from the avocado plus the flavor and the velvetiness from the avocado. And then we're getting our power of sour, our acidity, and a few other flavor profiles from this dish just here. If you've just missed it, all I've got is the tips of some spring onions. I've got a teaspoon of red wine vinegar, I've got half a lemon, and I've got about 200 mils of water. I've brought it to the boil, and I'm happy just to take it straight into my food processor. So here we go. Happy so far, Hugo?
Yeah, very happy.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this one, guys, because this just makes hollandaise so much more achievable. I think this is a great Monday recipe, right? Because I don't know about you guys at home. I don't know about you, Hugo, or you, Bryony, but I always find on Monday, I'm looking for shortcuts more and more and more. And, food will often be leftovers from the weekend. And it's quite maybe nice and refreshing to start the week off with something a bit more indulgent, a bit more treaty. And this recipe gives you all those elements, but without the risk, without the pressure, without the time, without the hassle. So let's get this to a nice little blending. Just to recap, I've got egg yolk, I've got my avocado, and I've got that vinegar mix as well. All good?
Tarragon, chef?
Oh, tarragon. How can I forget? It's my favorite bit. So, tarragon, quite a controversial herb. I love it. It's got a wonderful aniseed flavor. Bryony, what's your thoughts on tarragon? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? I was always put off by aniseed, and tarragon was the herb that brought me to it. I absolutely love it. But as always in the kitchen, you're the boss, you're in charge, you're the head chef. So if you fancy using parsley instead, or mint will be really fresh, basil will be wonderful and fragrant, you can use them. But tarragon is what I'm using today. I've got half a bunch that's going into my NutriBullet, and the other half I will use as a garnish later on. So look, pretty straightforward, right? I'm just adding a few ingredients to our NutriBullet, and then I'm going to give it a good old blitz, and that should give us a really velvety, stable hollandaise with, let's be honest, very little to no effort. Let's go. Anticlimactic. Let's go again. Nope. Might need a spare one, Hugo.
No worries, get it out.
This is this is the joy of live cooking. Bryony, do you have your hand up?
A lot of people have been telling us, Jack, what's been their favourite recipe from Keep Cooking Daily so far. So
What is it?
I'll read out some of the favourites.
To kill some time would be a joy. Thank you.
Yeah. So the corner shop curry was a popular one, as is the chicken kebabs. A lot of people saying the avocado hollandaise that you're making right now.
It's a really good one.
We got the sweet potato. The baked sweet potato was a popular one. And as well as the greens mac and cheese. People loved that with all the hidden veg inside.
I remember that one really well. I've still got some of that in my freezer left over from our production. I'm just going to dip out and actually get this out from the plug. So bear with me 1 minute, guys. If you want to see something go catastrophically wrong, stay tuned. This is going to be great.
I'll keep reading some of the answers. The chicken Kiev that you cooked last week ahead of Keep Cooking Family Favorites was a good one, as well as the prawn toast. Oh yeah, people are actually really loving the prawn toasty.
Super. I love it.
And the pizza as well.
See if we can get this one out.
And the steak with chimichurri sauce was a good one. I think basically every recipe, to be honest, Jack.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, we've cooked up some amazing things. We really have. Let me just, Zach, can we just check my audio is working as well? So my mic, is it all good? Yes. Let me update you with what's going on. What has happened is my processor, and I won't name the brand, has jammed. It's locked in there. So we may just have to start again on the recipe. And yeah, this is why we cook live. This is the beauty of it. Yeah, we're going to start again. Beautiful stuff. So let me plug this in, and what we're going to do, because I've just basically practiced and we're going to start again, I'm going to show you how quickly you can make this recipe in no time at all. So there's nothing like a good Monday morning challenge, is there? Hugo, how you doing, buddy? You all good?
All good.
Yeah. All right.
Save you making it all again.
Great, let's go. So, why don't you guys at home remind me? You tell me the ingredients. So look, we're gonna start the hollandaise again, but I promise you this is gonna be really quick. I'm gonna talk a lot less, so stay tuned, guys. We'll be caught up in moments. Pan on the heat. That's good. Let's take the tips of 2 spring onions. Don't throw them away. They're my favorite bit of the spring onions. I know a lot of you throw them away, but honestly, they're peppery, they're chivy, they're delicious. All right, let's do this.
Damien says, don't worry, I missed the start, so it works for me that you're starting again.
Is that Damien?
Yeah.
It's just for you, Damien. This is just for you. Spring onions in. Let's go in with some water, about 200 mils, of which I'll need some more. A teaspoon of red wine vinegar, super stuff, and a squeeze of half a lemon. There we go. So in my pan is the tips of 2 spring onions. I've got vinegar, I've got lemon, and a bit of water just to help bring them all together and not over-reduce as they come up to the heat. Why are we doing this, lovely people? We're doing this because, so in a classic hollandaise, you would get shallot, you'd get some sort of vinegar, sherry vinegar, white wine vinegar. Today we've gone for spring onion. They're wonderfully and peppery, nice and chivy. I love them. We're going with a bit of red wine vinegar for sweetness, and a lemon as well. So a bit of complexity, a bit of dual sours coming in. Once it comes up to the heat, we'll just need to add it into a fresh NutriBullet or a fresh food processor, don't want to name names. And we'll need 1 egg and we'll need avocado. And then I think we're pretty much back on track.
Question from Anne, Jack.
Hello, Anne.
Can you use any vinegar?
Absolutely, Anne. Absolutely. You could use white wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, red wine vinegar, anything that you like. Or you could just use lemon if that's all you've got. Bit of lemon, bit of lime if you want. Sometimes it's nice to kind of double up where you're getting sour from. Another perfect, absolutely perfect avocado. Let's get the flesh in there. Then I'm gonna get an egg yolk in there. And then we are all caught up. There we are. Keeping us sharp on a Monday morning. Hugo, you're right.
Very good. Very good.
Excellent. Thank you for bearing with us, lovely people. I appreciate your patience and your charity. We're back to it, I think. Look, this smells incredible already. Really sour, really fragrant from the spring onions. I need an egg yolk. So here we are. Lovely stuff. I'm still going to use my preferred technique, which is using my hands. There we are. In we go.
Have you ever done it with a water bottle?
I'm just shaking it.
No, so you crack however many
Oh,
eggs
the
you
water
need,
bottle.
yeah, into a bowl, and then you squeeze a water bottle away from the bowl,
An empty
so that
water
you're
bottle.
pushing an empty water bottle, so that you're pushing air out, and then you release your hand close to a yolk, and the bottle sucks the yolk up.
I've never done it. I've seen it a lot. Have you done it?
I have done it,
And
yeah.
it works?
Yeah. I mean, if you're making something like pasta, where, like, for example, Jamie's royal pasta dough, you know, you need 12 egg yolks for that.
Yeah.
It's quite a quick way to get that done.
Lovely. I love it. Well, look, if Hugo says, I was doubting it works, as I always doubt things that I see on a video. But if Hugo says it works, it works. Nice one. In we go with our beautiful solution. As a reminder, red wine vinegar, lemon, some wonderful spring onions in there as well. And Bryony, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, don't worry. I was just going to say we've had a lovely comment from Stephanie who says she's been slogging through the dregs of winter and waking up watching Jack each morning, and it gets the day off to a good start. So thank you very much.
Stephanie, that's so kind of you. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear it. I really am. Thank you, Stephanie. Nice to meet you as well. So here we are, back to it. Let's get this on and blend this up. How long did that take us? 2 minutes to catch up? We're in a good place. It proves that this really is a quick recipe. All right. Already, how was that? 10 seconds, 5 seconds? Look at the color. Vivid, vivid, vivid green. I want to show you how it's looking right now. A little bit too thick. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. What we're going to do is add a dash of water. Couple of tablespoons. There we go. And then get it back in your blender. And that should bring it to a really lovely consistency.
Few people are asking, did you forget the tarragon?
The tarragon went in, but I didn't say about it. Yes, the tarragon is in there. All right, I think I'm happy with that. So as a reminder, guys, yes, I've got my vinegar solution. So spring onions, vinegar, lemon. I've got tarragon, I've got avocado, I've got an egg yolk, and I've got a beautiful hollandaise sauce, avocado hollandaise sauce. I want to give it a bit of a try. My goodness. It's just a hollandaise. It's a wonderfully creamy, velvety hollandaise that I'm really, really happy with. Give this a nice stir. And this is going to come into a nice serving bowl. And that is our hollandaise done. How long did that take us from when our previous food processor broke on us? 5 minutes? I mean, so quick. Less, was it? 3 minutes? And I was still jabbering about a little bit. So let's go in. Here we are. Look at this. Come on, how impressive is this? If you're serving this any lunch day, whatever the day is, any weeknight dinner, what an absolute joy. And that is so, so quick to make. I'm going to put this to the side. And now all we need to do is steam. I love steaming. Some asparagus, some incredible cod, and we're done. Really, this is a lunch. This is a dinner for a king, and there's so little effort. If you're just joining us, guys, avocado hollandaise is what's on the menu today. I've made my hollandaise. It was so quick. I made it in a food processor. In fact, I made it twice in about 10 minutes. And now I'm going to move on to our asparagus and then on to our cod. So first things first, I'm just going to get about 1 or 2 centimeters of water into a pot, just a little amount so that we can steam or slightly kind of parboil our asparagus and certainly steam our fish. I'll just add a little bit more. And then we're going to nick off the ends of our asparagus, get them in the water, as well as our cod as well.
Jack, I'm
easy
just
stuff.
going to give a shout out to Peggy Morgan because
Hey, Peggy.
she's been tuning in every day for the last 8 weeks.
Really?
And
Wow.
because of where she is in the world, she's actually been getting up at 6:45 a.m. just to watch these lives. So after this week, she gets to have a bit more of a lie-in. But yeah,
Was
shout out
that
to Peggy.
Thank you so much, Peggy. That's so kind of you. 6 in the morning every day.
6:45, yeah.
6:45.
Nice one, Peggy.
Unbelievable. Nice one, Peggy. Well, look, that's so great. And Peggy, do check us out on the at our cookery school. If you've enjoyed these Keep Cooking Dailies, do check us out. Get in touch with us as well. I'd love to have a chat, Peggy. Social media, you can get in touch with us on we've got an email address as well. Get in touch with us, Peggy. I'd love to meet you. Fantastic. All right. Asparagus are going straight in. You can note I'm clicking off the ends. You could just cut them off. There we are.
Asparagus
Hugo,
season.
how are you feeling so far?
Yeah, I was just going to talk about asparagus.
Yeah, let's do it.
Technically not in season in England at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Comes into season on St. George's Day.
Yep.
We've got some beautiful Italian asparagus here, which has just come into season in Italy. So we're very lucky to be able to get a hold of that. But yeah, this dish, when April comes around, the end of April and May, comes into its own when you can get hold of that beautiful British fresh asparagus. It's wonderful.
It really does. I love asparagus. In fact, smelling this morning and right now is making me very, very happy. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed some asparagus. And as I say, guys, if you are just joining us, what a dish this is. There's such a, it feels like a meal for a king. It really does. And it's just something that you can knock up so quickly. If you're enjoying the idea of this dish and you want to see someone else give it a go, fancy checking Jamie Oliver give it a whirl, then he'll be cooking this up tonight, 8:30 on Channel 4 with episode 2 of the brand new series of Keep Cooking Family Favorites. So yes, this is a sneak peek. You've seen it almost twice with our little processor mishap. And Jamie will be cooking it up at tonight's episode as well. Jamie's also making, I think it's a quick pizza. Is that right? I think it is.
Yes, sausage pizza.
Wonderful. So look, here we go. Water's just come to the boil. Asparagus is in. Wonderful fillets of cod just on top. I'm putting a lid on top. I need just the low heat to let this gently simmer. The asparagus will cook in about 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes, as the cod will also steam in about 5 minutes as well.
And Jack, I noticed you cut your cod there.
Yes,
Why did you do that?
Just to make sure that they cook at the same rate as the asparagus in about 5 minutes. Each fillet there is about 150 grams, so I've cut them into about 75 gram portions just to speed up the cooking time. That is it. And look, if you're not a fan of cod, salmon would be fantastic. Prawns would be delicious. I mean, in fact, any fish you like would be great. Hugo, if you had to choose one fish for the rest of your life, one seafood for the rest of your life, what would it be? There you go, have that. And if you have a favorite fish, guys, let us know in the comments whilst Hugo looks in pain. You look in pain, buddy, thinking about that.
It will be trout.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. Shout out to the guys at Chalkstream as well.
They're amazing.
It's the best you can get. I just think it's so versatile. You can smoke it, you can cook it in a pan, you can steam it, you can roast it. Whole roast trout is a wonderful thing. I think it's just incredibly versatile. It's got a slightly subtler flavor than salmon, but it's still packed full of those beautiful omega-3s. It's a great fish.
Nice. I love your answer. I'm with you. We are kind of based where I spent lockdown 1 was quite near Chalkstream, guys. So we use them every week. And yeah, you can make some incredible dishes with that trout. It's so versatile. It's lovely, really lovely. So look, lovely people, my avocado hollandaise is done. So simple. In my pan just here, I've got asparagus that's just kind of poaching and cod on top of that, which is steaming. And they're going to take about 5 minutes to cook. Now, in the meantime, I'm just going to do some fancy garnishes. I'm going to slice up some spring onion and I'm going to rip the leaves of some tarragon. And then we're going to serve this bad boy up. If you want to see how to slice, it's worth, hey, look, there's been very little effort today, if I'm honest. So let's put some effort into our spring onions, why don't we? What I'd recommend you do is chop down the spring onion like that, but not all the way. So your knife can just kind of nestle in there. That should open the spring onion up like a book, like this. And then you can just slice through these tiny little dainty spring onion garnishes. It's great for duck. It's great for sushi if you're making sushi. Psst, we have a sushi class we're about to launch on the Jamie Oliver Cookery School online as well. By the way, I haven't said enough of this. Of course, I'm Jack, if we haven't met before. Nice to meet you. And I'm the head chef of the Jamie Oliver Cookery School. All our lessons are online at the moment. And today, just for you lovely people, we have a 30% discount code. The 30% discount code is Keep Cooking Daily. And if you use it this week, anytime this week on any online class, you'll get 30% off. Guys, I'd love to see you there. I really would. I can't say how proud we are of the online school because it just is able to give so much detail, so much depth, just through online. And there's an amazing realness about it. So yeah, lovely stuff. Hugo, you okay, buddy?
Yes, it just doesn't look like your heat is on that pan, chef.
Which would be a big mistake. I think it is. It looks like it's cooking. It looks like we're cooking. I'm just on a very low heat. I don't want things to kind of overboil and overwhelm, and cod is a very delicate fish as well, so it can start to fall apart. I'm just on a nice low heat, low medium. And yeah, we want to cook this for about 5 minutes. I'll make sure that this, that our wonderful cod is cooked. And then we're going to serve this up. And also this one is really easy to plate up really, really well and really elegantly. So as I say, the beauty of this, guys, is that this is such an elegant, such a royal dish. And it's just so, so simple. And you really can make avocado hollandaise at home. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. It's so simple. Even I can make it. Even I can. How long did we cook the second batch up in? About 3 minutes once our food processor broke. So simple. And there's not that kind of risk. There's not that tension or the pressure of making sure your hollandaise doesn't split with the egg and the butter. It just works most of the time. If your food processor works, it works. There we are. Fantastic. Brian, are you getting hungry?
I am starving, Jack.
Well, look, we're very, very nearly there. I've just got some lovely tarragon leaves and some spring onion tips in here, some cold water, and that keeps them really, really nice and fresh. And I've had 5 minutes on my asparagus and on my cod, so we are ready to serve them up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cod onto a plate, and then I'm going to serve everything up together. I'm so excited about this, and guys, I would absolutely love you to try this at home because it really is a winner. It's an absolute winner. And if you are able to cook it up for anyone else, your house or anyone in your household, they'll absolutely love you for it. They really will.
Question from Robert, who can't eat seafood. What else could you serve this sauce with?
Oh, Robert, super question. Thank you for reminding me, buddy. I meant to talk about this. I mean, what a breakfast this would be. Knock up some poached eggs, serve it on our hollandaise sauce. Incredible. That would be my go-to, some poached eggs. Hugo's, any other?
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe add a few florets of broccoli or tender stem broccoli if you get it in with the asparagus.
Lovely.
It's a great cooking method. They'll cook in the same time. Poached eggs, or if you want to make things really simple, just a couple of boiled eggs, hollandaise over the top. Yeah, wonderful.
Beautiful. Great question. Thank you, guys. So, thank you, Hugo, as well. Should we serve up? Should we do this? Let's get one nice and central. Let's start with our wonderful hollandaise. As a recap, what's in here? An egg yolk, some avocado, 1 avocado, half the juice of a lemon, teaspoon of red wine vinegar, the tips of spring onions, and some tarragon. That is it. It tastes absolutely glorious. It's really velvety. It's really royal, really indulgent, quite light as well. I'm a big fan. And also generous amount of hollandaise, and that's a lovely thing too. Sorry, Bryony.
No, I was just going to ask, a few people are asking, Jack, how do the online lessons work at the Jamie Oliver Cookery School?
Yeah, so what we're doing kind of with these Keep Cooking Dailies is in a way a bit of a taste of it. But the online lessons, when Jamie and I kind of built the online version of the school, at the heart and the soul of everything was being interactive. So the lesson number is capped at 30 people. And it is as interactive as you like, as if you're here with us. And so we cook along together. You would have got a recipe list and an equipment list. And as we cook along together, we take our time, 2 hours. As we cook along together, any questions that you have, you just jump in and let us know what's going on in your kitchen, how we can help, and everything like that. Or just, say hi. We talk about, we might be doing a pasta dish, but then start talking about Mexican. It's almost like a TV show that's interactive. That's the best way I can describe it for you. So here is our beautiful dish. Now you could just leave it like that, but what I want to do is add a few leaves of tarragon from our kind of iced water. Let me just give these a bit of a drying motion into my sink. They've just been resting in ice water, and that just gives them a lovely freshness. Let's go with a few beautiful shards of spring onion. Just kind of be a little bit messy with it.
Gwen is tuning in from Canada, and she says she's going to make this for breakfast right now.
Unbelievable. Is that Gwen?
Yes.
Great idea. And if you're going with eggs, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Super stuff. There we go. Happy so far, Hugo?
Very happy. Looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Now, let's get some lemon on the side. Acidity is going to be important here. Plus, it's going to be very nice to have a pop of yellow too. And then a dash of olive oil will go a long way, believe you me. And we are done. That's it. So simple. I absolutely love it. Little nice wedge just there. Any more questions, Bryony, or are we all good for now?
Everyone's just saying, wow, this looks amazing. Alicia says, I will definitely be trying this recipe soon. Looks incredible.
I hope you do. I really do hope you do.
Patricia is asking, are you seasoning the fish at all?
You know what, Patricia, I haven't. And you could have added a bit of salt on there. But I was quite generous with the seasoning of my hollandaise. I was pretty generous with that. So you should have enough in your hollandaise. Bit more of a drizzle of olive oil. Why not? I love that pop of yellow. And lovely chefs, there we have it. One of the most elegant dishes. It's a royal, unbelievable dish that's so quick to make. And you'll love yourself. You'll love anyone who's made it for you, or you'll love yourself if you made it for yourself. This is our avocado hollandaise. Easy, quick and accessible with really lovely steamed and poached asparagus and cod. It's an absolute heroic dish, an amazing recipe, completely genius, and you've really got to give it a go. If there's any of the steps that you missed, well, look, Jamie himself is going to be cooking this tonight at 8:30 on Channel 4, Keep Cooking Family Favorites, episode 2. So join us then. And otherwise, guys, keep on cooking in the kitchen. Do join us tomorrow when we're going to be making some beautiful chili. We'll talk about that later. And have a lovely, lovely day. Any last words, Bryony, before we jump off?
Carol says, looks delicious. Connie says, beautiful plate. Yeah, everyone's just saying it looks amazing.
Super.
But just a reminder that they can watch Jamie cook it up later today, can't they, Jack?
Exactly. And you can vote. Who did it better? Bryony's looking nervous. Nervous laugh. If you heard a nervous laugh before, it's that one.
Channel 4, 8:30 p.m. Keep Cooking Family Favorites.
Hugo, any last words?
Just bravo. Looks fantastic, chef.
And a big thank you to Hugo, who so miraculously brought all the ingredients back together for the hollandaise when we had to do take 2 live. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Do try this at home. Tag your friends in this video if you know they need to check out a hollandaise. And have a lovely, lovely day. See you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a good one.